Welcome back. The big news in the Maryland governor's race this week is the release of the fundraising totals by the candidates. Cary, Democrat Wes Moore raised the most and has $3.1 million in cash on hand. Now that number is 4 times as much as Peter Francho has. That is the amount raised. Were you surprised? And what does that say about the race?
Well, we've got a lot of superstars running. That's the bottom line. When you're talking about, Wes Moore and Aruna Miller, she's very respected, dynamic lady, loved in Montgomery County and respected across the state. You got Peter Franchot, you got Tom Perez, John Kane. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I think we're early in this race, and I can't help but thinking back to Anthony Brown. Nobody's entitled to anything. It's a long race. Our state, governor candidates need to get out into the communities. They need to talk to the public. That's how you win this. You can have all the money in the world, and guess what? You can fall flat.
Well, it certainly helps to have money. And I'll segue to you, Nicolee. Among Republicans, Kelly Schultz raised the most. However, again, among the Republicans, Robin Ficker had the second largest bank account. Frankly, I was a little surprised by that, $900,000. And that is several times the amount of cash, that the third candidate had. So, Nicolee, has Hogan's tacit support of Schultz helped her more than Donald Trump's backing of the third Republican, Dan Cox?
Sure, absolutely. But what also has really helped Kelly Schultz is that Larry Hogan's fundraiser is working for Kelly Schultz. So obviously, she has those same lists, she knows those same people, so that's really benefiting Kelly. I have to hand it to Robin Ficker for investing in his own campaign. Good to put your money where your mouth is. Right. And then thirdly, Dan Cox is a delegate and running for governor, and he's in session now. So he won't be able to raise during session, which is also certainly a challenge. And we've got the filing deadline coming up. So it's interesting times over here.
Well, we had the filing deadline coming up. So one of the challenges in all of this is that we'll see lieutenant governor candidates chosen. Now, you referenced the fact that Aruna Miller has been picked, and actually one of the interesting things was that again, because of the mechanics of the election law, the lieutenant governor's candidates can also raise money, and there was a fair amount of money that was in her campaign, although obviously allied with Wes Moore. Do you have any predictions, Cary, about lieutenant governor candidates?
I like Aruna. I mean, she's a hard worker. She listens to the community. She does her research. That's it in a nutshell. I'm just tired of the superstars that want to smile and say, I've done this and I've done that, when in reality, it's you got to work with the population. You got to include the residents in your actions, and Aruna's done that. I think she'd make a fine lieutenant governor.
Well, Dan Cox has picked his lieutenant governor candidate. Kelly Schultz has not. Nicolee, you have any predictions there?
Well, it certainly has helped in Dan's case, because Gordana is traveling all over the state and is kind of vibrant personality who's very passionate on the issues, especially on the issue of schools, which is a hot topic, as we know, not only from our own personal experience here in the state, but it certainly helped determine a governor's race just south of us in Virginia. So I think that certainly is benefiting Dan, and I'm sure Kelly will benefit from the same boost when she chooses her lieutenant governor candidate. The key here is just whoever it is has to be very personable and have great relationship with the community and get out there.
I confess that was probably an unfair question, Nicolee, because I must say I don't particularly have any insights either as to Kelly picks, and
Well,
I was hoping you knew too.
I'm going to crack you up here. I introduced Robin Ficker to someone who wants to be his lieutenant governor candidate. So we'll see how it all goes.